Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Today we have some absolutely electrifying news that could reshape the landscape of the NFC East, and more specifically, the Washington Commanders. The NFL is always full of surprises, and this offseason has been no different. But what we're about to discuss might be one of the most impactful moves of the year. Imagine a scenario where the Commanders manage to land a player who could elevate their offense to new heights, a player who's not just good but fits perfectly into their offensive scheme. That player is Alvin Kamara. And yes, I know what you're thinking, Alvin Kamara coming to Washington. It sounds almost too good to be true, but the rumors are swirling, and the possibility is more real than ever. You see, the New Orleans Saints, who are currently facing a very uncertain future, seem poised to enter a season that could end in very few wins, maybe even fewer than 4. And that's the key here. When a team is looking at a rebuild, especially one that's unlikely to contend, it often becomes a seller rather than a buyer. So, Kamara, who has been a cornerstone of the Saints' offense for years, might be on the move. And for the Commanders, this could be a golden opportunity to snag a weapon that, quite frankly, would change everything. Let's talk about Kamara's fit with Washington. The team has been investing heavily this offseason, signing players like Deebo Samuel and Laremy Tunsil, signaling a clear intent to become more competitive, more explosive. But adding Alvin Kamara would be the real game changer. His skill set, his versatility, his ability to impact the game both as a runner and a receiver makes him a perfect match for what the Commanders are trying to build. Especially with the recent draft pick of Jayden Daniels, a quarterback with incredible mobility and creative talent, the offense is already trending towards a more dynamic and unpredictable style of play. Now, let's get a bit more into the details. Jayden Daniels brought a much-needed breath of fresh air to Washington's offense in 2024. His ability to extend plays with his legs, combined with his arm talent, gave the Commanders a new dimension. But what really takes this offense to the next level is the addition of a player like Kamara. Imagine Daniels in the pocket, reading the defense, and then having Kamara lurking out of the backfield or in the slot, ready to make a move. Kamara's ability to catch passes out of the backfield and turn them into big gains is second to none. His vision, patience, and agility allow him to create yards after the catch, which is exactly what Cliff Kingsbury's offense thrives on. And let's not forget the offensive scheme that Kingsbury is known for. His spread concepts, his creative play designs, they're tailor-made for a player like Kamara. Kingsbury loves to move his playmakers around, create mismatches, and keep defenders on their heels. Kamara lining up in the backfield, in the slot, or even out wide would give Washington a truly multidimensional threat. Defenses would have to pick their poison. Do they double-team McLaurin or Samuel on the outside? Do they focus on stopping Kamara out of the backfield? The options are endless. Right now, the NFL market has Austin Ekeler under contract, and he's a phenomenal player. But let's be honest, Kamara's skill set is on another level. Ekeler is a fantastic pass catcher and versatile runner, but Kamara's explosiveness, his ability to break tackles, and his vision make him a rare gem. And even though Brian Robinson is a powerful runner who can serve as the thunder to Kamara's lightning, adding Kamara would give Washington a true game-changer in the backfield. It's not just about having a solid running back, it's about having a player who can transform the entire offense. Now, picture this for a moment. The Commanders, with Kamara in the backfield, combined with McLaurin and Deebo Samuel on the outside, create a three-headed monster that's incredibly hard to defend. Samuel, with his explosiveness and ability to stretch the field, paired with Kamara's versatility, means defenses will be constantly trying to adjust. Plus, with a young tight end like Ben Sinnott, who offers youth and potential at the position, Washington is building a potent offensive arsenal. This isn't just about adding a star, it's about transforming the way they attack, about creating mismatches and opening up opportunities that weren't there before. But let's also consider the bigger picture. A move like this signals that the Commanders are serious about competing at the highest level. After a couple of seasons where they've been building and developing, this kind of acquisition shows they're not content with just being a playoff team. They want to contend for a Super Bowl. The NFC East has always been a fierce division, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys pushing hard every year. But with Kamara, Washington could be putting itself in a position to challenge for division supremacy and make a real run in the playoffs. Of course, with all these rumors swirling, there are questions. Will the Saints be willing to part ways with Kamara? What kind of assets will Washington need to give up? And how will Kamara fit into the team's salary cap? These are questions that NFL insiders are debating daily, but the potential is undeniable. For the Washington fanbase, this is exactly the kind of move that gets everyone excited. A true game changer, a player who can help push the team over the edge and make that playoff push even more formidable. In the context of the current NFL landscape, this move would also send a message to the rest of the league. The Commanders are not just building for the future, they're building to compete now. With a talented quarterback, a versatile back like Kamara, and explosive receivers like Samuel and McLaurin, this offense could become one of the most dangerous in the league. And if they manage to keep their defense solid, they could be serious contenders come playoff time. But let's stay grounded for a moment. Trades like this are complex, and a lot depends on negotiations, the willingness of the Saints to move Kamara, and the overall strategy of Washington's front office. Still, the mere possibility of this happening has fans buzzing. The idea of watching Kamara in the burgundy and gold, creating chaos for opposing defenses, is enough to make any fan's heart race. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you believe Kamara can be the piece that finally pushes Washington into serious Super Bowl contention? Or do you think there are other priorities the team should focus on? Whatever your thoughts, make sure to share them. We love to hear from the true supporters. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more rumors, and more analysis about everything happening in the NFL and especially with the Washington Commanders. So in conclusion, this potential trade, Alvin Kamara to Washington, could be one of the most exciting developments of the offseason. It's a move that could reshape the team's future, boost their chances of a deep playoff run, and give fans so much to look forward to. The NFL is always unpredictable, but that's what makes it so thrilling. Stay tuned, stay excited, and keep supporting your Commanders. Because if this move happens, it's going to be a season to remember. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video with even more news and insights.